What do they all have in common? That magnetic quality that draws you in, makes you hang on their every word, and inspires you to action. We call it charisma, but is it some inborn trait reserved for a selected few? Or is it a skill that anyone can learn? The answer, according to psychology, is a resounding yes. What's up, everyone? You are watching Learning Psychology, and today we are diving deep into the psychology of charisma. Charisma isn't magic, it's a learnable set of behaviors and psychological triggers. While genetic factors might offer an advantage, researchers have shown that people can raise or lower their charisma levels by learning and applying charismatic behaviors, making it a discipline rather than a mystical gift. And in this video, we're going to break down the science of charisma and give you actionable steps to unlock your own magnetic potential. For decades, psychologists have been fascinated by charisma, and their research points to two fundamental pillars: warmth and competence. Warmth is all about making people feel safe, valued, and connected. It's the sense that you're approachable and have their best interests at heart. Competence, on the other hand, is about projecting power, capability, and confidence. It's the belief that you have the ability to get anything done. No fear at all mindset, basically. Truly charismatic people strike a powerful balance between these two. Think about it. Someone who is all warmth might be seen as a pushover, while someone who is all competence can come across as cold and arrogant. The key is the balance between the two. So how do you cultivate this balance of warmth and competence? It comes down to developing 4 key traits. First, presence. Have you ever been in a conversation where you felt like the other person was completely and totally focused on you? That's presence. Charismatic people make you feel like you're the only person in the room. A fantastic example of this is Oprah Winfrey. A key part of her legendary interview technique is her intense focus. She uses active listening, leaning in, and making her guests feel completely seen and heard. This creates a powerful sense of connection and trust. Second, confidence. People are naturally drawn to those who are self-assured. This isn't about arrogance, it's about having a quiet belief in yourself and your abilities. Charismatic individuals project confidence through their body language. They stand up straight, have open posture, and use purposeful gestures. Think of the commanding stage presence of Steve Jobs. During the 2007 iPhone launch, he didn't just present a product. He exuded an unwavering belief in its revolutionary power, and the audience felt it. He famously rehearsed for hours, not just to memorize his lines, but to perfect his confident and enthusiastic delivery. Third, warmth. As we mentioned, this is crucial. Warmth is communicated through genuine smiles or a friendly tone of voice and expressing appreciation for others. It's about making people feel good about themselves. A simple but powerful technique is remembering and using people's names. It's a small gesture that shows you see them as a valuable individual. Another is offering sincere compliments. Finally, expressiveness. Charismatic people are masterful storytellers. They don't just convey information, they paint pictures with their words and emotions. Look no further than Martin Luther King Jr.'s "I Have a Dream" speech. He used powerful metaphors like the bad check America had given African Americans and vivid imagery of a sunlit path of racial justice. His use of repetition with the iconic phrase, "I have a dream," built a powerful emotional crescendo that still resonates today. This wasn't just a speech, it was a shared experience. The dark side of charisma. Now, a word of caution. Charisma is a powerful tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or for ill. History is filled with examples of charismatic leaders who use their influence to manipulate and harm others. Psychological research has uncovered a phenomenon called the awestruck effect. Studies have shown that when people are in the presence of a highly charismatic individual, they can actually suppress their own emotions and critical thinking. This can lead to unquestioning loyalty and a willingness to overlook unethical behavior. Interestingly, some research even suggests that there can be too much of a good thing. One study found that leaders who were rated as having moderate levels of charisma were often seen as more effective than those with extremely high charisma. The reason? Highly charismatic leaders can sometimes be so focused on the big picture and their vision that they neglect the day-to-day operational details needed to actually achieve it. Your path to becoming more magnetic. Charisma is not an innate gift, but a skill that can be cultivated through conscious effort. Start by focusing on the 2 pillars, warmth and competence. Then practice the core traits. Be present. Give people your undivided attention. Eye contact, active listening, and open body language are proven in studies to increase perceived empathy and likability. Here is what you can do. Before entering a conversation, pause for 3 to 5 seconds take a deep breath, and focus fully on the other person. This mental reset boosts presence. Build confidence. Believe in yourself and project that belief. Confidence triggers a self-fulfilling prophecy effect. When you believe in your value, others unconsciously mirror that belief. Micro behaviors, for example, upright posture, purposeful gestures, slower speech rate, all shown to increase perceived confidence. Here is what you can do. Before meetings or social interactions, do a 2-minute exercise. Stand tall, breathe deeply, and recall a time you succeeded. This shifts your mindset and body language. Radiate warmth. Make others feel valued and appreciated. Warmth comes through verbal cues, compliments, gratitude, inclusive language, and nonverbal cues, genuine smiles, nodding, mirroring. Here is what you can do. Make it a habit to express one sincere, specific compliment in every interaction. Be expressive. Use storytelling and emotion to connect. Stories activate multiple areas of the brain, making your message more memorable and relatable. Research shows that emotionally charged stories increase oxytocin release, which fosters trust. Here is what you can do. Share a personal anecdote instead of just facts. Create that hook, tension, and finally resolution. This makes people engaged. And also use vocal variation, gestures, and facial expressions to emphasize key moments. This amplifies your presence. But you can't do everything all at once. Just pick one of these areas to work on this week. Maybe it's making a conscious effort to put your phone away during conversations. Or perhaps it's practicing telling a personal story to a friend. Remember, becoming more charismatic isn't about becoming someone you're not. It's about learning the skills to let your best self shine through. It's about connecting with others on a deeper level and making a positive impact. That's it for today. What's one charismatic trait you admire in someone you know? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Your little support on Patreon can really help me produce more amazing content. Until next video, keep learning.